Two young lovers, a doomed marriage, and the mother of all mommy issues. Elvis's life with Priscilla Presley was more messed up than you might imagine. Priscilla and Elvis Presley's relationship was mired in controversy. For starters, they started seeing each other when she was 14 and he was 24 after meeting in West Germany during his army years. Priscilla's parents disapproved of the relationship, but could do little about it. In a 1985 essay for People magazine, she wrote, "We tried to make them believe that it was proper and platonic, and they wanted to believe me. In retrospect, I don't think anything could have stopped me from seeing Elvis." Priscilla's mother quickly changed her mind and worked hard to convince her husband to do the same. In 1973, she told Ladies' Home Journal, "My mother felt that it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity." The relationship only got more complicated from there. Elvis was reportedly miserable at the prospect of marrying Priscilla, and Priscilla wasn't dying to get hitched either. She said, "We were perfectly content the way we were. At that time, it wasn't nice for people to live together." But they did it anyway on May 1st, 1967, reportedly under pressure from Elvis's manager. Exactly 9 months later, Elvis and Priscilla welcomed Lisa Marie Presley, their only child. Over the years, Priscilla has opened up about living with one of history's most iconic cultural symbols, revealing some rather disturbing behavior. For one thing, Elvis Presley expected Priscilla Presley to always look perfect. In 2016, she told Loose Women, "Some can't have the truth. I always had a little bit of makeup. He never wanted to see me getting dressed. He wanted to see the end result."
Elvis advised you on how to do your hair, how to do your makeup, how to dress?
Everything, even my clothes, everything.
In the aftermath of their divorce in 1973, Priscilla came to believe Elvis wanted to transform her into an ideal. For People, she wrote, "Something in his Southern upbringing had taught him that the right girl was to be saved for marriage. I was that girl." According to Priscilla, Elvis tried to accomplish this by controlling her persona. She wrote, "He molded me into his woman. I wore the clothes, hairstyle, and makeup of his careful choosing." It was through Elvis's interventions that Priscilla ended up with her signature bouffant, even though she liked wearing her long hair down. According to Priscilla, he had insisted that they call in a hairdresser during a trip to Vegas. Elvis insisted that it was just what people did in that town. The iconic singer also pressured Priscilla into wearing her famous winged eyeliner. Priscilla described him saying, "You need to apply more makeup around your eyes. Make them stand out more. They're too plain naturally." It took Priscilla years to understand the toll all this took on her identity.
I mean, I realized that I don't know who I am.
It's worth knowing that some biographers believe that Elvis Presley had a number of issues regarding his mother. Gladys Presley died in her early 40s from a heart attack in 1958 when Elvis was in the Army. Up until that point, Gladys and Elvis had enjoyed a deep bond. After an interview with the singer, the Memphis Press Scimitar wrote, "She was the #1 girl in his life, and he was dedicating his career to her." Elvis's mother's passing coincided with his meeting with Priscilla in Europe, leading some to contend that he had tried to transform her into Gladys. Biographer Alma Nash contended, Elvis was always looking for that young girl he could mold into the image of Gladys. And that's why he was so intent upon controlling how Priscilla looked. Nash argued, in a way, he dressed young women to resemble her. He picked out their clothes. Priscilla was perfect. Even Priscilla picked up on that. In her 1985 memoir, Elvis and Me, she wrote, "I was to learn that Elvis's mother, Gladys, was the love of his life." Meanwhile, biographer Eric Wolfson had argued that Elvis didn't know how to separate his relationship with Priscilla from his relationship with his mother. He wrote, "Priscilla may have captured Elvis's heart, but when it came to Gladys, she never had a chance."